Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to part 2 of your lesson on solving linear equations. So part 2 is slightly more, well not, it's just a few more steps. Well, it's a 2-step equation versus the 1-step that we just worked on. So there's just a few more steps. And so before I actually explain how that works, I need to tell you a story. So my story's about this gal. This gal here, her name's X, and she has a bestie. Her bestie is Miss Pink Girl, and they're besties, but they also have another friend there. They say hi to each other. They sometimes hang out during lunch, but it kind of stops there. They also have like a friend that they oh, I can't really see it, but my friend here, my friend here, she, we say hi to her, we say hello, we're polite, but we're not like close. We're closer, she's closer than she is to, Miss X, and Bestie is obviously the closest. Now, we have enemies, and our enemy here is on the other side of the equal sign. Like, so Miss Girl here, she heard something about X, and she is pissed. And now she's determined to turn every single one of her friends against her. And it's sad, but that's what we're here to do. We are going to help her turn everyone against her. Now, in reality, it might be different, but let's keep it simple and just think simply about this. If I were trying to turn people away or turn people against someone, who would be the easiest to turn against, or who would be the easiest to turn over to my side? Would it be the bestie? Would it be the kind of close friend, or would it be the one that we kind of hardly ever speak to? Which one do you think it is? Thinking. The answer is this one. So the easiest friend to get rid of would be the one furthest away. So this is the friend I'd get rid of first. After I get rid of her, I would then get rid of her because she is not as close as Bestie, but I think I could convince her more or a lot easier than I would with Bestie. And now that everyone's gone, Miss Bestie's on her own, she's starting to doubt her girl, you would then get rid of Bestie, and then X would be all on her lonesome, and you would have then solved for X. Yeah? Okay. I know that was a weird way of explaining it, but we will need to kind of come up with those decisions or make those decisions when we're solving 2-step equations or any equation that would take more than 1 step to solve. Now let's look at an equation. Let's save some paper and use the other side. Our first equation is, let's have a look, is 5x. Dang it, I should have used black. Sorry. 5x minus 3 equals 16. Now, Miss Girl is X. That's who we're trying to find. And so the friends we're trying to get rid of is 5 and negative 3. Now, the one that is Bestie would be 5. So the easiest to get rid of would be this negative 3. And we use the same strategies that we use in the 1-step equations. So you take this negative 3, throw it over. Let me just draw my barrier. I draw my equal sign barrier. And so once it crosses over, I'm only left with 5x now on this side. 5x equals 16 is still there, And then what became of the negative 3 when it crossed over was a plus 3. Then we're just going to simplify that. 5x equals 16 plus 3 is 19. And there we have it. We're nearly there. We need to get rid of Bestie. And so this is where we need to be really careful. I already mentioned this before, but we need to tear this 5 apart from x. And that is what we do the opposite of. So remember, 5x is the same as 5 times x. You don't have to rewrite it like this. But if you already know that the opposite of 5x will be divide 5, then you're good. So we need to get rid of this 5 here. Going to throw it over. So we're only left with x equals 19 was already there. but the divide 5 wasn't. And there we have it. There's your answer. You can write this out as a decimal, and that would be 2 point, let me try to do the math in my head, 2.18, I think. Can you guys check that? I'm not actually sure if I'm right about that. But that would be your two-step equation. Get rid of that friend first, then get rid of bestie. But remember, when you're getting rid of bestie, it's 5 times, not the opposite of positive 5. I hope you don't make that mistake when you take 5 over. It does not become x equals 19 minus 5 because it's positive 5 here. It would become divide 5 because that was the relationship that the 5 had with the x. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one where we have... yeah, let's go with this one. So, our next one, our last one for today would be 0.5x plus 9 equals 14. Miss Bestie is 0.5. Oh, well, we're trying to find x. That is close friend, but not really that close. 0.5 is my bestie. I am going to go over and throw 9 over first because we ain't bestie. It'll be easier to convince you that x is not who they said they were. I wonder who they pissed off to have all these people be unfriended from their list. Anyway, we are now left with 0.5x equals 14 positive 9 plus 9 becomes minus 9. Yes, 0.5x equals 14 minus 9 is 5. And now we have x. We get rid of 0.5. Remember, 0.5x is the same as 0.5 times x. So when I throw her over, it becomes x equals 5 over 0.5. X would then equal 5. Wait, let me just do this. 1 over 2. We know that 0.5 becomes 1 over 2. You can't use a calculator. Let me just, no calculators allowed. So I'm going to try and solve this with you just using my knowledge of fractions and stuff like that. So x equals 5. We know that when we divide fractions, we use the reciprocal, so it will now be 5 times 2 over 1. And that is equal to 5 times 2 is 10 over 1. 10 is your final answer. So x equals 10. That was, I guess that was a few more steps. The second step, so the 2 step is you taking 1 over, that's step 1. And then the second step was you dividing that 0.5 over there. That's what makes this a 2-step equation. But yeah, x equals 10. That's pretty much all you do. Just remember your opposites. Remember which order you would move things over. You wouldn't take over 0.5 first. You'll take over the not so close friend. If you have any questions, comment them below or write them into your book and bring them to school tomorrow or school whenever you finish watching this. And I guess I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.